President Obama's decision to allow Congress a vote on military intervention in Syria, even as he also considers the option of allowing the Assad regime to hand over its chemical weapons, means he still needs all the support he can muster. And getting the backing of Jewish and pro-Israel lawmakers is crucial.
It may be the time of the high holy days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, but this new year, America's Jews are having to contemplate scenes like this in Syria and decide whether to back President Obama's call for US military action. A Russian plan for Syria's chemical weapons to be put under international control has sparked immediate disputes over possible resolutions at the United Nations. But meanwhile, pro-Israel groups, including AIPAC, are still sending hundreds of members to Capitol Hill in Washington as part of a broader campaign to back the president. It's a change in precedent for a group which refused to openly endorse the Iraq War 10 years ago. Both the National Jewish Democratic Council and the Republican Jewish Coalition have put out statements calling on their members to lobby Congress in favour of military action, and they've been actively petitioning their supporters. Congress may be divided over whether or not to take action, but American Jewish groups appear to have no such divisions. For them, this is about sending a strong message to Iran and Hezbollah that America means what it says.
It's very difficult to get unanimity in the Jewish community and the pro-Israel community. It certainly is not a community of one mind. But we've generally seen a sympathy for the president's position. The White House, as part of its public argument, it's enlisting groups who are concerned about Iran.
We never set out to spend 8 years at war in Iraq.
But as adverts like this one from a liberal activist group show, the American public is war-weary and war-wary. Polls indicate it doesn't want yet another military gambit in the Middle East. So, although the Israeli government shares the White House view that a strike would be a warning to Iran, it doesn't want to be seen as warmongering, and so has avoided too much direct involvement with Capitol Hill. Pro-Israel group the Washington Political Action Committee agrees that the community must tread the line between offering support and looking too gung-ho.
The dilemma is playing up the idea that the pro-Israel community has so much influence on what goes on here in the United States. This is a national security issue for the United States. And it's not only to help Israel. We're going into Syria not because to save Israel. The Israelis have made it clear they think they can take care of themselves.
Mr. Obama and his Secretary of State have repeatedly invoked Israel in their arguments for a strike. And as they keep a military option firmly on the table amid other developments, it's clear that Jewish and pro-Israel groups will be continuing their support, sometimes openly and sometimes behind the scenes. This is Lorna Shattuck for JN1 in Washington.